What's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. And today was Marvel's Heroes' big presentation at D23, where they unveiled so much, including for first looks and trailers and stuff that we should be looking forward to, including with the Thunderbolts, by Panther, Wakanda Forever, and much more. And stuff that we should be looking forward to as we head into the future of the MCU as well. So in this video, this would be my full breakdown and recap of everything that they may have missed at Marvel's Heroes' presentation at D23, and especially going over trailer descriptions of what was shown and to everyone attending D23 and so much that we should be looking forward to and stuff that they have in store for us as well. But if you're new here and enjoy something like this, and be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so much on reviews like this in the future. So let's get into it. And so starting right out the bat, we have the confirmed cast for the Thunderbolts, and this is something that we've been anticipating for like a long time. And with the Thunderbolts cast, it included Yelena Belova, who was confirmed to be the leader of the Thunderbolts, and we also see Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. We also see John Walker, like a Taskmaster, then we also see regarding Ghost and Val, who we also saw in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and also crazy a Black Widow, where she was recruiting Yelena to be a part of the Thunderbolts as well. And even with the Thunderbolts, it was being described as a Suicide Squad type of film. And with this film, it comes out in July of 2024, and this movie marks the end of Phase 5. And now, moving on to Black Panther Wakanda Forever, as Marvel did unveil and debuted some footage from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, but it was shown exclusively to everyone attending and now released to the public. But it was featured Queen Ramonda arguing with the UN soldiers about vibranium, and also showed the Dora Milaje and fighting a couple soldiers. And we also get some more shots of Namor. We got some more action shots from him, including a fight between him and Miguel. And then and it sounds like with this movie, it sounds like we're going to see a lot of action, including with the Wakanda tech, and even with the Namor invading Wakanda and everything else that's about to go down. Even without King T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, and like even with this movie as it marks at the end of Phase 4. And now moving on to Ironheart, as we did get some news and details about the Ironheart series coming to Disney Plus. The series has started production. It is now filming. As we saw some recent set photos of Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, and Ironheart suit and armor. And now it is now also confirmed that Anthony Ramos will be playing the main villain, also known as the Hood, in this series. And now with the series, it is between the battle between magic and tech, and now with the Ironheart that is a series, it's gonna follow Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, who has her armor that is more advanced than Tony armor is. And now we also saw Riri Williams in the trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and also making her armor as well with the series. It's especially, I mean, it's gonna be so good. And now for Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, we also got some details on it as well, and it has been confirmed that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania will link directly with Avengers of the King Dynasty, where we're going to have King the Conqueror involved as the main villain, especially for the multiverse saga. They also debuted footage from it as well, and with these details, it was being described as Scott Lang is trying to do a heist in the quantum realm for King, or else he can't save Cassie, and now especially with this footage that we saw and everything that we know about this film, and setting up everything for the future of the MCU moving forward, and especially with everything happening inside of the quantum realm, and it also confirmed the return of Randall Park as Jimmy Woo in Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, who we last saw in WandaVision, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, and also with Paul Rudd, he described Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania he described it as unlike you've seen from Ant-Man with small characters doing something big. And next, moving on to a Werewolf by Night, the Halloween special that is coming to Disney Plus. It was announced that the Werewolf by Night Halloween special has been announced, and it does have a release date of October 7th on Disney Plus. Not only did we get our first poster for it, but we also got our first trailer for Werewolf by Night, and like judging on this trailer footage, it looks like old school, like old classic horror film, and like this is being described as a black and white retro horror mystery, and this is unlike anything Marvel has ever done. And like especially with this Halloween special, but we'll see anyone from the MCU in the series. But like this is going to be like, and also to witness. I mean, it looks like so cool and so interesting. Just when it's like, you know, old classic horror but being adapted into this Halloween special, especially in the MCU coming to Disney Plus. And next, they also showed a secret invasion, and they confirmed like a lot of things, and such as Don Cheadle, who is making his return as Rhodey in Armor Wars, and Don Cheadle. It was also confirmed that it is going to directly set up Armor Wars, and like Armor Wars is going to pick up directly after Secret Invasion, and not only that, but we also got our brand for trailer for Secret Invasion coming in the Disney Plus, and judging by this trailer, I think the series is going to be intense and like so good, especially with the Nick Fury and Maria Hill returning, and like especially with the situation that Nick Fury is going to, is that he's been off in the space, hasn't been in contact with anyone, especially with Spider-Man Far From Home, where we saw Nick Fury there, but actually turned out to be Talos and his wife with Nick Fury as a Skrull as well, and like with everything in the trailer, we also got a first look at Emilia Clarke, but we don't know what her role is going to be in this series. We also have Martin Freeman returning in this series, and we're also going to see him return in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And like judging by this series, it is going to be so good. And especially with the show to take place after the blend, but with Nick Fury and Maria Hill dealing with threats such as Skrulls and everything. And next, they also unveiled the Loki season 2, and also they debuted footage and had the cast of Loki, including Tom Hiddleston on stage, and also they debuted some footage that is being described as it capitalizes everything that we saw at the end of season 1 of Loki, especially with Loki telling Mobius on 100 BB15 and everyone in the TVA that King is coming. Especially with the war that he is bringing with his variants, and now even with it's at the end of season 1, and like with how this season is going to be like, especially with the season we're going to have Mobius and 100 B15 that have no idea who Loki is, and like judging on some recent set photos that we got a few months ago with Loki and Mobius in tuxedos in London attending an event. This event is probably going to involve a time travel, and it was also confirmed that like Ki-1 Jung, who we last saw in the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, is going to have a role in Loki season 2, and like and especially with everything that I about to go down in Loki season 2, especially with the King involved, it was also set up at the end of season 1 of Loki. It sounds like this series is going to change everything within the future of the MCU moving forward. And next, they also unveiled some news and details about Captain America: New World Order, and with the details they unveiled what was a walking tourist will be the Falcon in this movie, and now it was also confirmed that Isaiah Bradley will also be returning in this film as well, and it was also confirmed that Tim Blake Nelson will be making his return from 2008's Incredible Hulk as the main villain, also known as leader in this film. And now even with Captain America New World Order, this movie is gonna be so good, especially as we're going to see Sam Wilson as a new Captain America and face off against the leader played by Tim Blake Nelson in the Captain America film. I mean, it's gonna be so good to win this on screen. And next, they also unveiled and gave some more stuff on Daredevil Born Again, which is going to be an 18-episode series coming to Disney Plus in 2024, where they brought Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio on stage. And also, they debuted a clip for one of the upcoming episodes of She-Hulk, where it shows Matt Murdock and Jennifer Walters, and it shows a moment when Matt and Jennifer break into a warehouse with some enemies, and with a Matt Murdock, he can like feel the exact heartbeat from their enemies. With the Jennifer, like she doesn't believe him and tries to lean in on him. They almost kiss, but it sounds like with this upcoming episodes and plus even with the Shield and Daredevil that they also did this in the comics as well. But it's gonna be just so good. And also in the mid-season trailer that was recently released for Shield, we also got our first look at Matt Murdock officially returning in She-Hulk as well. With the thing that everyone has been anticipating for like a long time is the casting of Fantastic Four, but it all turned out to be false, as it was confirmed that Matt Shakman will be directing Fantastic Four, but there was no official casting announcement on the Fantastic Four, and this is like stuff that we've been speculating and predicting for like a long time. But even though we didn't get any casting announcement, there's supposed to be a filming next year, and this movie is said to be the first film in Phase 6 to be coming out on November 8th, 2024. And like I mean, I'm sure that will get us some casting announcement sooner rather than later, probably by the end of the year or probably in the next year. And now the last thing Marvel unveiled was the Marvels, and they debuted footage, and it was exclusively shown, and it showed like Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan just being like a mega super fan, as we saw in Miss Marvel, and meeting her heroes as well. And it was also revealed in the footage, and that like Monica as a suit, it is being trained by Nick Fury, and then there was a sequence of where we saw Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau fighting bad guys, and with a Kamala Khan being transported somewhere, and waking up next to the goose that was the cat that we saw in the first Captain Marvel film. And with this film, it is going to be to take place right after the post credit scene of Miss Marvel, where we saw Captain Marvel swapping places with the Kamala, and we saw Captain Marvel there as well, and with the Miss Marvel, it's also gonna set up this film as well, especially as we're going to see Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, and Kamala Khan and Miss Marvel teaming up together, and it sounds like this is gonna be an awesome film. And yeah, with the issues of D23, I thought it was a little underwhelming as well, but like we still have a lot to look forward to in the future of the MCU, especially with what Marvel had to present at their panel at D23, especially as we have like so much, and hopefully that will get some casting announcement on Fantastic Four sooner rather than later. We have the Marvels, Loki season 2, the Thunderbolts, and Captain America New World Order, and so much to be looking forward to in the MCU as well. So yeah, I find doing this from the hype train leading up to the actual event at D23, especially making predictions of what was gonna happen, especially what Marvel Studios had to unveil at their panel at D23 as well. So yeah, I had so much fun doing this, and I can't wait to experience the future of the MCU, especially as the multiverse saga with all of you as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed this experience. So that's been first video. Let me know thoughts in the comments below. What are your thoughts on what Marvel had to unveil at the panel at D23, and which announcements and trailers for first looks it excited you the most? What are you most looking forward to what Marvel unveiled at their panel? Let me know in the comments section down below. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to notification of future videos. And for live updates, you'll always follow me on Twitter. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.